I say to Eamon Ryan, I think you will have to change, because I don't agree with all this story about climate change at all. And there has been patterns of climate change going back over the years before indeed there was ever a combustible engine working or put in play in this country or in any other country. Because if we go back to the 11th and the 12th centuries, this country was roasted out of it. And in the 13th, the 15th and the 16th centuries, we were drowned out of it. In the 1740s, we had a famine that we lost over 3 million people because of 2 years of bad weather. The records will prove that, Eamon Ryan. And I say to you, we lost over 3 million at that time. We didn't have any combustible engine or anything like it at that time. And you're talking about cattle and suckler cows. There weren't a fraction of the cows in Ireland that time. That's there now. And what I'm saying to you is, the patterns of climate change took place regarding, and mankind, I don't believe, had any hand actor part in it. It's something that happened. If we go back further than that, we had the Ice Age, and when the whole country was covered in ice. And if you come along to the 1860s to the 1880s, this country was drowned out of it. And there was one particular year, the sun didn't shine at all. And there weren't yet any combustible engines in our country. I think we're being asked to pay a carbon tax, and it's costing all sectors of our community massive sums of money. It is hurting the young fella going to work in the morning. It's hurting the fella with the lorry in the road. It's hurting the tractors out in the farms. And the question is, where is the money that's been collected in carbon tax going? Because one place I know it didn't go last Christmas was to help pay for the home help for the elderly and the invalided people who were refused home help for Christmas Day, St. Stephen's Day and New Year's Day. It didn't go there anywhere. So where is it going? And we're collecting so much of it, someone has to answer or be accountable for it. The carers that were looking to get it to mind the elderly people didn't get it until the people that were supposed to mind had died. The people had died before they got it. I believe that God above is in charge of the weather, and that we here can't do anything about it. Indeed, I will say to you, this last government didn't do the things they were supposed to do, not to mind attempting to regulate or rectify the weather. Of course, yes, one government minister suggested that we should have 3.5 million to put aside to improve weather forecasting, but that won't change the weather. And what I say to you then, you're talking about that the climate change is the cause of our country, our counties being flooded. The cause of our counties being flooded and our country is because the rivers haven't been cleaned out. Take the Flesk River in Kerry, in Killarney and in Flesk. It was cleaned out 35 years ago and it was grand for about 20 years. Now it is in a desperate state again, but the notion is now that this climate change is the cause of it, and we can't get funding. Indeed, if we got a small part of that 3.5 million, maybe something like 200,000, the river would be cleaned out, and there'd be no more talk about flooding in Glenflesk. Maybe the Shannon, that wasn't cleaned out since we were taught the English cleaned it out last. Maybe if that was cleaned out, there wouldn't be half the flooding or half the need of this funding to be set aside for flooding. Now we must deal with the root of the problem. The rivers are silted up, they're blocked with trees and every other kind of an obstruction, and I'm saying we need to start there and not try at this notion of addressing climate change by hoping to change the weather. I'd say that kind of that's my view on climate change. And we're only a small country here in this part of the hemisphere. The other countries, the larger continents, They must play a role, and we should only be playing it in the same way as they're doing, in the same ratio as they're doing. Because if we're to listen to what's going on, we're being overcharged and over-regulated in this regard. And the big question is, where is the money that's collected in carbon tax? Where is it being spent? Because I don't think it's having any effect in changing the weather. Thank you very much, Tom.
Honourable John Brass.